Hey viewers, welcome to another game with Casual Pro Gamer, and welcome to the new Smite layout here. We have a totally new setup for our Spectator mode, as well as a completely new map. As you can see, they remade virtually everything. I must say, some of the things I'm really impressed with, such as these towers, which are just amazing and looking way better than anything I've seen so far. Yeah, some of the jungle passages, yeah, not so much, but yeah, I don't really like the new jungle too much. I like the old one with the small paths and the ability to just wall off entire corridors with AoE damage and such. And of course the wall from Ymir, and well, the Thor wall can still do it. But yeah, that's just me. We do have the fight for the Gold Furies here. Both of these sides have a camp that is going to spawn, and both of these sides have people on them. So we're going to follow this fight. As you can see, there is a red ward here, so they knew what was going on. I don't know who took them. On the other side, same kind of fight, and it really doesn't matter too much who took them. So they remade a whole lot of things on this Spectator mode, but I'm going to focus your attention to, hang on, while I've tried to find, oh, here they are now. Yeah, well, hang on. We're going to go with... No, not with Isis. We're going to go with Vamana. There you go. Lil Mana. So we have, as you can see in the bottom left here, we have 4 different function keys for this. F1 shows you this, which is the general menu. The health points, things like that. As well as, well, the net worth, which means the amount of gold you have that is not used up in, well, sales as well as consumables. So basically what you are worth at this moment. So items plus your, the worth of your items plus the, well, your current gold, basically. Then F2 shows you a little more information on everything per minute. The healing done, the gold per minute, the gold, those kind of things. F3 is the graph portion, which is excellent. It kind of allows us to see what's happening, and we see then that the red team picked up all of those buffs in the beginning, or those all of those minions in the beginning, and then the blue team picked up all of the minions in the second camp. So kind of equal on both sides. That's why we see the big dip in the graph. First towards the red team here, where they pick up 2 of the minions, and then towards the blue team, because they picked up the other 2 minions. Anyhow, the XP difference is a little bit ahead for the blue team, which is of course excellent for them. And we are going to miss the first blood, but I wasn't really discussing that. And then F4, probably the best thing that I've ever seen for casters. This is just flip through all 3 of the other screens. So if I hit F4, every 20 seconds it's going to flip to the next screen. And that is awesome, because now I can't forget it anymore. So I can't forget to show you all of the stats, because every 20 seconds it will just switch to another stat, and you will be able to see everything that you want to see. So anyway, why am I following Vamana? Well, first of all, we haven't seen Vamana in quite a while, and I'm going to go with this lane now for the moment, until he's back in lane. Well, Vamana, yeah, he is... I haven't done anything on him in quite a while. And of course we have that that really strong power that he has, and still has, always has had. And yeah, I just wanted to highlight that a little bit. So we're going to go with Vamana once again. He is back in lane. He he is building. He doesn't have it fully upgraded yet. The mystical mark, I guess he does have it. But yeah, he's doing well. He is at place number 1 on the gold, so the net worth basically, because that is the main stat here. So if you don't set it, I can actually set it to do something else if we want player damage the highest. As you can see, I can sort it by that, but normally it is done by net gold. So okay, can't sort this obviously. But yeah, the net worth, of course, is the main stat to really address. As long as you're ahead in gold, you normally don't lose, and that doesn't really go with our level, so the level of normal players, because there it's, well, whoever derps the least normally wins. But with these kind of players, it is very true that if you just play well enough, basically, then the amount of gold is really, well, just it tells everything. So by the way, yeah, the jungle here we're going to see a little bit, and here, for example, this pit. So this that's where the fire giant resides nowadays. Yeah, I don't really think it fits into the whole jungle. Plus, well, the rocks and the buildings that are on the left here, for example, I don't really find them really fitting in. They either need to make it more of a town feel, but now it's just random pillars. I mean, there's no way there's a building like this surrounded by these nice little trees. The tree in the middle, yeah, that's fine, but it's not a logical structure. So yeah, I don't know, it just looks weird to me, because most of it, oh, he gets killed here by a nice gank. And let's switch it over to, I don't know, this guy. Oh, he got one kill and then runs out. Okay, cool. So it's a 1-for-1 trade in the end. We're going to go with this guy then, who's the highest on the enemy team. But yeah, the thing is, of course, these maps need to look logical. They need to look kind of, yeah, like they could really exist. But here you have all kinds of weird buildings that, yeah, that don't look right. And then the towers, for example, some of these other buildings, they're completely new, so they look completely undamaged at all, like they were built last week. And some of the other buildings that are standing right next to them, they're completely, well, gone. They're like ruins. I really don't understand the logic in that, but hey, whatever, it's a video game, right? But still, yeah, I just wanted to address why I don't think it looks well. Yeah, well, that's just it. I do like the new paths and such, so what they look like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just cool. The towers look great. The lanes look kind of awesome. I think the yeah, how do you call that? The patch, I guess. The mesh they used here, the block of tiles could have been done a little bit better, because you can really see where the one block starts and the next block ends. So you can see each individual block. Normally they make them such that you can't really see that, so it's one seamless lane, and here you can really see like a block of tiles and then a new block of tiles, block of tiles, block of tiles. And yeah, they normally kind of take care of that better. But the game is still in beta. It's all good. I do like the new indication of where the tower range starts, because well, it just is very obvious now where the tower range starts, but still they incorporated it into the, well, the environment. So it's not a separate just line. No, they made it into these little stones that are, well, indicators of where the tower range starts. But yeah, okay, I guess they did that in the previous version as well. The previous version just had a big plateau, a round plateau of where the tower range was. But yeah, this looks good as well. I like it. I like it. So I like most of the things in the lane, except for the texture of those tiles in, well, as I said, the blocks need to be kind of more fluent. They need to just not be as obvious as blocks. And then the jungle, yeah, some parts I like, some parts I don't like, but well, you can't really please everyone. The game is paused. I didn't even know you could do that now. So we are going to just fast forward if we can. Hang on. Okay, it did get unpaused there. And I guess, yeah, we're still having heavy combat here for these camps. These camps are really important, and we are going to have to see whether, well, someone can actually control them. It seems that the blue team is doing a way better job from the graphs, that is. If I show you the graphs, there you can see that the blue team is building out their XP difference. They came close to 0, but in the end, well, they are going to get more and more and more, and also the gold difference is building up and up and up. So yeah, they're doing a great job. So we apparently lost, or backed the losing team there, but that is quite alright. I don't really mind. And we are going to fly over to this side. The blue team lost the turret. No, that's not right. The red team lost the turret. Well, yeah, that's what you get for being behind. I guess, yeah, well, the highest worth here, the ISIS is at 6200, where the highest worth here is at not even 5000. So that's 1200 gold difference. I don't know how many kills she has, I don't know where to find that, but hey, whatever. She is doing a great job. We are going to see her combat this. And yeah, if the red team wants to come back, they will have to do it after the laning phase, because the laning phase is basically almost over. But not only that, the laning phase is really hard to compete when you're behind. And wow, they get another kill here. Hello. Did you die? But you're still here. How are you still here then? Okay, bye-bye. Have fun. So yeah, all in all, yeah, the laning phase is going to be really hard. And once again, we have flying minions. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The physics in this game not entirely bug-free yet. It is really hard to get bug-free, but that's because there are so many rules to follow. So basically, programming is all about programming rules of what things can do, what they can't do. And then, yeah, they can fly, but they cannot just stay in the air. Obviously, the computer doesn't know what air is, so it doesn't care whether there's ground there or not. And it seems that, well, blue team finally has their chance to go for the Gold Fury. They're going to get even further ahead now, and yeah, they should be able to pick this up quite easily. Oh, come on. No! The red team gets it! Oh my god, very nicely done. Oh my god. So even though they completely had their chance to, well, to build their, well, advantage, to build on their old advantage, I guess, they completely messed it up. Here we go with the stats. As you can see, level 3 Hand of the Gods, level 2 Hand of the Gods, and here we have level 3, level 1. So, yeah, that worked out perfectly, actually. And even though the, what's his face? Hercules had that same advantage, that same Hand of the Gods, but apparently used it either too early or, well, didn't use it. And, well, we just saw him use it, so he probably didn't use it in that fight. And we are going to go with Vamana once again. Have to stick with a champion at some point, right? Just to see how they play. Vamana is really good in the solo lane, and even in a 1 versus 2 lane he does very well. He does normally better than this guy, than the Hercules. And yeah, so normally he can beat Hercules in a 1 versus 1 lane, but not in a team fight. So that's kind of the thing. Vamana is really good in, well, like the solo lane, and, well, I guess even clearing out minion waves, clearing out jungle camps, those kind of things. But then later in the game he becomes less and less useful unless he's really farmed. And that is what he's trying to do. He's trying to just push and push and push to well, deny farm to his opponent, that's one, but also to get as much gold as possible in the shortest amount of time. And we are going to, well, get away here. Wow. They really were aggressive there. A 1-for-1 trade in the end. Oh, he didn't get him. Oh, that would have been awesome. So red camp already cleaned out. Look at that. The wards on the map are still everywhere. So people, yeah, they have been experimenting with the new item, the item for free wards. But apparently nobody buys it anymore. Maybe they removed it from the game. I'm not sure. They removed some items from the game last time without telling us. And now I don't really know. I tried it as well, but I found it really a lot easier to not go for that item because, well, you only have 2 spots basically. If it was a normal item, then I would definitely go for it, because then you can sell it. But now, because it's an active, so an item that you can't sell, yeah, it's kind of better to go with a late game item instead of an early game item. There aren't a whole lot of items that are this useless in the late game. Because in the late game you have enough gold anyway to buy those wards. It's just the beginning of the game where you, well, where you want to plant those wards. And you want to make sure that you, yeah, you don't lose the ward control. Anyway, yeah, I was looking for you. Hello, Mr. Baby. Let's see, he's over here. No. Stick with him. There you go. We're getting the blue buff. Obviously, you can see now, well, it doesn't show here, but in the game you can see now when someone on your team dropped a buff. So if you kill the buff creatures but don't pick up the buff, it shows up as the buff with a little green arrow, and that is the indicator that one of the buffs is on the ground. And of course it is awesome to see that they actually made that change, or those kind of changes, because it allows us now to drop buffs prior to people actually being there, but still with the intent of, well, giving it to them. And they can see then that the buff already dropped, so they need to hurry up because it only sticks around for 30 seconds, which is pretty short, but it's long enough to give your buff to someone else, because in 30 seconds you can pretty much go across the entire map. And oh my god, second pause. What the hell? We're going to do times 8, and then we're going to do times 1. There you go. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Well, it is kind of crazy. All these pauses, I didn't even know you could pause the game. And it definitely shouldn't show up in my replay. I mean, are you kidding me? And especially not for the entire length. Maybe like a 5-second pause, so just to indicate that there is a pause. I don't know, something like that. Or, well, just a button that allows me to just skip the pauses entirely. Oh my god, we're going to get such an easy kill there. Yeah, that was not really really good by Isis. Isis all alone is never a good thing. And she now has the, well, she had the Doom Orb for the entire game, but she has the Doom Orb, which means that she wants to keep those stacks. Wow, it's really Doom Orb, Heartseeker, Heartseeker. Oh my god. Here, there's only one Heartseeker, and it's on the Neath, and Neath, oh, here's the kills and deaths. Neath is 0 and 2, so yeah, probably doesn't have that many stacks, plus she's all the way in the bottom of her team, gold-wise, which means that she probably didn't have that many minions anyway. But hey, Heartseeker and Doom Orb, definitely worth it if you're in a solo lane. No matter who you play, even for someone like Vamana. Even for a jungler, I think on a jungler they're actually really good. Especially the Heartseeker, because it allows